What's up, guys? Back with another video with the same people I was with yesterday.
How's it going?
How you doing?
But today we're not talking about football. Today we're talking about a more proud sport we could be. Looking back.
Tampa Bay Lightning, baby.
Yeah, Eastern Conference champions.
Can't wait to hang that banner, baby.
I keep telling you guys, and I keep telling everyone else, I'm going to find a way to be in that forum for that night.
Yeah.
Too bad this loser over here will be in Marquette. But Ryan, we gonna go, right?
We'll figure it out. Yep.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. So, speaking of this team, I think the only thing you can't even be disappointed that we didn't win the cup.
No,
I mean, you can be disappointed about it because we were 2 wins away, and in my opinion, we could have. If Bishop didn't tear his groin, Johnson didn't break his wrist.
Right, but there was injuries on both sides. However, the Blackhawks suck. So.
Well, they're the Stanley Cup champions. So
doesn't matter.
Ryan's still hurt by the loss, obviously. Corey, how did you feel after we lost?
Just, you know, I think Steven Stamkos said it the best. You get this far and you feel like it was all for nothing. I didn't talk to anyone the rest of the night. And then to make things worse, Hooters was closed at the time, so I was even more mad. So I got drilled with a couple of disappointing things in a row, so I was not happy at all.
The Hooters over by the arena, right? Didn't you go to the watch party?
Yeah, we were at the watch party in the open arena, which was a lot of fun until we lost.
I remember sitting there with my parents, and then right as Jonathan Tays held up the cup, I remember punching something really hard and it hurt my hand.
Yeah,
yep, that makes sense.
Yeah, but you know, enough about mourning and disappointment. We got a season to focus on, boys.
Mm-hmm. We got it.
I think if last year wasn't the year, and I said it last year. I said it last year at about this time, the Tampa Bay Lightning will win the Stanley Cup. How close was I?
You were very close. And to further that point, you know, Gretzky didn't win his first time going to the Stanley Cup. In fact, he lost in the finals, and then he came back the next year to win. So, I mean, it's not unheard of for a team to do that.
I think Cooper has it all figured out.
Oh, John Cooper is amazing.
Oh, he's
got it all worked out. He's a genius. He's a genius. You know why he's a genius?
He's a lawyer.
The triplets.
Well, yes, that's true.
He sees talent before it's even, you know, out into the public.
Yeah.
Right.
And he takes care of his own boys. A lot of those guys used to play for that. I'm pretty sure Johnson played for Cooper.
I think with this city
because he coached the minor league hockey teams.
Yep.
So a lot of those guys know how to work with
Cooper's system.
John Cooper. Yeah.
Channel side's stepping it up. You know, they're putting new stuff in. I think the perfect thing to add to this city would be a Stanley Cup.
Another Stanley Cup.
Another Stanley Cup.
Yep.
Going back to that, do you guys remember how you felt when we won the Cup the first time?
Oh, I just remember I was at my house, Fedotenko scored that goal, you know, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like we're actually going to win. And I feel like I was maybe just a little young where I didn't really appreciate it as much as I would have now because, you know, if someone would have told me then.
How old were you back then when we won the Cup? I was 5.
I think I was about 10 years old.
You're what, 4 years older than me?
5 years older than you.
Okay, then you were 10. I was 5.
About 4 years, yeah. 4 years.
Yeah. What were you doing? How do you remember the Stanley Cup night?
Well, I know for a fact I was standing at my kitchen counter watching the game with my dad. And when my dad gets excited, he always rubs his hands together. And I remember at that moment I got goosebumps, and I wanted to feel it again, which we will next season.
You guys remember? Now we all went to St. Stephen Catholic School.
Go Mustangs!
Mustangs till we die.
Roam free.
We just drove by our old school. Kind of went down memory lane there. But do you guys remember when the Feasters brought the Stanley Cup to the school?
Oh, we got to wear all Lightning stuff for the day.
That was a great day.
Yep. It was yesterday.
Oh, they had a goal
I remember just looking at the big shiny trophy and smiling. That's all I couldn't stop smiling.
And we had a basketball game that day?
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for anything more.
It was a great day.
Lord. That was a great
fish. And fish
Fish was horrible. That was the one team we always could beat in basketball was Fish. So
if only St. Stephen had a hockey team.
Oh, yeah,
Even roller hockey.
You see this flow that I have right now?
Yeah.
I would have had this in middle school.
Yeah, Ryan actually plays competitive hockey.
I play a little bit of hockey here and there.
What
enjoy
position
sauce.
did you say you played again?
I play center.
Play center? Okay.
I play for Team Rolling Rock.
Okay. Can you tell us the difference? Now, this might be your better. I know Corey's better area of knowledge of football, but I think you guys have probably the same knowledge actually in hockey. But it's different for someone who plays the game, whether if it's at a professional level or a recreational level. What is the game of hockey? Now, what is the game of hockey like? What is it like when you're out there skating on the ice? I mean, all I've done was run across the street and play street hockey.
The things that we take for granted watching, and we always point out stuff whenever we're watching them play, we don't truly realize how difficult it is. First of all, when you're out there, the ice seems so small. It seems like it's just you and nobody else. So you get tunnel vision. The game is so fast-paced that they're playing. You should see some of the guys I play with. They skate like tripods.
Wow.
So,
what's it like when you finally score a goal?
Oh, it's surreal. It feels awesome. And then I do a
it
little
feels
fist
like you're
pump.
scoring a goal in the NHL?
Yeah, I do the Vinny LeCavier jump against the boards with the old fist pump. It feels amazing, and I want to score over and over and over again.
Well, that just gives you that just means you're a good player.
And this Lightning season has literally taught me so much about the game that I can't wait to use those
Same
moves
thing
on the
here.
ice.
So Stevie Y, look out for Ryan over here.
I'm going to be out there.
Yeah, you should totally give him a tryout. All right, so let's talk more into this season and what are your expectations for the Lightning this season?
Well, I think, everyone was giving us a lot of smack about how we weren't experienced now. Now we got experience. There's no excuses. I think people recognize us as a great hockey team now. So there's a lot of things.
We're a hockey town now. And let me add something here, if you don't mind. So I think when people look at Tampa and they say that only because the fans are getting into it now because we're good and everything, that we've always been a hockey bay.
Yeah.
We've always been a hockey bay.
Never left.
It's never left.
Because they've been consistently good.
We only have had a few bad years here in you could only count it on maybe 1.5 hands. A hand and a half. That's probably all you can count in bad years for the Lightning history.
And it's just from the beginning too. That's a lot.
That's pretty much it. With every team, really, is a struggles at the beginning. That's just how they are as a new team. So I mean, when people say we're not a hockey town, I like to disagree with that greatly.
We're in the top 10 of fan attendance.
Yeah, you guys were out there at the watch parties. It's ridiculous how many people sat outside in the hot Florida weather in June, in April, and May, April, May, and June. It's ridiculous to see how many people actually will sit outside.
Rain or shine too.
Rain or shine too. Yep.
It was pouring down game 5, game 6 against New York.
I remember.
Yep, and it was pouring outside, and we did not care. We were out there.
I remember going to my first playoff game. It was game 1 against the Red Wings. We had lost, but I remember feeling just you could feel the excitement in the air for that game.
Absolutely.
You really could. And it was even better when I went to game 7.
Oh, yeah.
It was more electric, even after. I remember walking to the parking garage and just being totally amazed with how people sell. It was so. When you say that Tampa Bay is not a hockey town, you are obviously not educated. In my opinion, you need to
just come here for hockey. People are paying $800 to fly here, get a ticket, and then watch the game. So you got people from all over the country.
Those are the people that I would like to hip check.
Yeah,
I would enjoy checking them against the boards.
All right, guys. So what's one player that sticks out to you the most this season, and you have the highest expectations for this year?
I'm gonna have to say Stamkos. Just the fact that he's our captain now. He's been to the big dance. He knows what to expect, so he can put that in the new guys, the rookies. So he's gonna be. I mean, he's always been a great captain, but I think he now knows what it takes.
And I'm gonna win a Stanley Cup. What about you, Ryan?
I'm gonna say Big Hedman. I think Hedman. Look out for his fake slap shot pass. That's his favorite thing, and I'm sure the flow will be even better this season. I'm looking forward to see what he can do on defense and offensively.
Yeah. Speaking of defense, I mean, a lot of people give Ben Bishop a lot of credit, and a lot of people have to look at this defensive structure we have. Let's go down the list here. We got Victor Hedman, Braden Coburn, Jason Garrison. Who else? We got. Say again?
Anton
Strawman. We got even Andre Schuster. In my opinion, Schuster struggled at the beginning and the middle of the season, but when it got towards playoff time and the regular season, I thought he really, really stepped it up. I thought he did a really good job. So I mean, I like Schuster. And what about the guy we drafted in the draft? How do you feel he's going to do this year? And
Which one, the goalie?
the defenseman we
He
got.
picked up a lot of talent in the offseason. He really did. But I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, it will be very interesting. So if you had to choose, all right. So final thing here. What is the final destination for the Bolts this season?
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup. Can you agree with that?
We're winning.
We're winning. I said it last August, and going into this preseason and everything. I said it last August, and I will say it again for the back-to-back year. The Tampa Bay Lightning will be hoisting the Stanley Cup this season.
I can't wait to see Stamkos hold it.
No doubt in my mind. We saw Dave Anderchuk do it, 12 years ago?
Yep.
We're going to see Steven Stamkos do it. And speaking of Steven Stamkos, are you guys concerned about his contract yet?
Yes.
I've been concerned about it ever since it was brought up.
It makes me nervous.
I think maybe they're doing for publicity, maybe elongating it, but I think Yzerman knows exactly what he's doing.
It makes me have to use the bathroom.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for
JT Brown needs to step it up and go Bolts.
Yeah, well, thank you guys for taking the time to answer some of my questions. I enjoyed doing these with you guys.
No
Thanks,
problem.
Cam.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
So,
thanks.
and who knows? Maybe as football season comes along, we'll get more into this. All right, and football season and hockey season comes along. Expect more videos about it with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Less of him because he'll be going back to Marquette, but I'm pretty sure I'll see this guy a handful of
More
times.
of me.
All right, you guys take care. Go Bolts.
Run down out. Peace.